Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you enjoyed your lunch here in Orange County, California. So I was talking about the website, thedoctorwithin.com. I can't really get a signal, but I wanted to show you the home page briefly. If anybody has a computer, or you can look on your smartphone, just go to thedoctorwithin.com. There's only a couple things that I wanted to show you. The first is chapters, the chapters button. When you click on the chapters button, you will be confronted with an enormous list of monographs on a variety of topics, including chiropractic, immunology, holistic nutrition, natural health, and things of that nature, all referenced. Down at the bottom there, you will see newsletter archive. Now, I've been doing monthly newsletters to a large group of email addresses for the last 10 years, I guess, but I archive them every month. And you'll see interesting topics there like eulogy for Robin Williams. I will talk about black salve. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah. Yes. I will talk about things like periodontics and Lanape procedure. I will talk about the power of chiropractic and the vital importance of chiropractic in today's world. Some of the other topics that have appeared in recent newsletters would include autism, 5G, the Doctor Within radio show, cancer cures, juice fast, PRP therapy, collagen cures, vaccine hoaxes, bioterrain analysis, and chiropractic neurology. So there's a whole plethora of compelling and vital topics under newsletter archive. Oh God, you guys are smart. Okay, testimonials. Testimonials is reactions from people, stories from people about how they recovered from various whatever, from chiropractic, from detox. People who love me, people who hate me, as far as, my personal opinions about the nature of the world, and etc. So that's all there on. But any kind of condition that you have that you think is unrecoverable, scroll through testimonials and you'll find some people there who are way worse off than you who got better. Okay, most people think that diet is an adjunct to their health, and what determines their health is something that is doled out to you by the pharmaceutical industry. Permission to live, permission to die, right? The pharmaceutical industry spends $12 billion a year in advertising to make sure that you continue to think like that. The pharmaceutical industry also lobbies Congress $5.4 billion a year to make sure that they pass laws that go along with this type of advertising. So we all know that the U.S. consumes 45% of the world's drugs, but only has 4% of the population. So we want to keep this big show rolling along, right? We have the worst health of any industrialized nation by any index you can use. We are the most vaccinated people in history, most obese people in history, with very high infant mortality. That's your note number 62. So this would be under the notes section. This would be notes, nutrition seminar live. Where are the people who are examples of glowing health in today's world? I don't see them very often. That would require no vaccines, no drugs, and your lifestyle revolves around natural foods, exercise, and you are adjusted. Sometimes you see it, but not very often, not nearly enough. We're going in the opposite direction as a population. This is a short chapter on my website entitled The Last Resort. It's under chapters, because for the past 10 years, people have been calling me. They read all this stuff, they listen to the lectures, they go, whoa, this dude knows something. Seems like he knows something. I'm going to call him up in the middle of a busy day and ask what he's got for fill in the blank. You know what they're really looking for is they want to know, what magic bullet can this dude give me to cure me that will not require my participation in any way or for me to alter my self-annihilating lifestyle. And so I finally, in self-defense, I wrote this chapter, The Last Resort. And I go, there are certain areas, each of which must be addressed if you want to come back to normal, to optimum health. Hydration. Most people are dehydrated. We talk about that. Subluxation clearing, of course. Colon detox. Colon cancer is the number 3 cancer in the United States for the last 35 years, not changing. There's a reason for that. Enzymes, we are all enzyme deficient. 80% of the population eats an 80% processed food diet. The definition of processed foods is the enzymes have been scientifically removed from the food so you can't break it down. You cannot metabolize it. It ends up in your stomach, in your small intestine, and then through leaky gut syndrome, through leaky gut, it makes its way into the systemic circulation, unmetabolized, undigested. At that point, it is free to take up residence in any organ or tissue. Oral chelation. Even an enzyme program cannot clear 2 things from the body, at least 2 things. And they are plaque in the arteries. The other one is heavy metals. So oral chelation is necessary for that. Drugs. This is very simple. When people come to my office for a consultation, I have them bring all their drugs, and they set them up all on the counter. Then I look at each one of them, I read it, I say, well, you won't be needing this, goes into the basket, and finally they all end up going to the basket. If drugs could cure you, you'd already be better, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. How many prescriptions does the average American get per year in the US? 6. If you're over 60, how many prescriptions do you get per year? 13. Yeah. So if drugs could cure you, we'd already be better. Minerals. Even if you have an entirely organic fruits and vegetable diet, it doesn't mean that you're getting any minerals. We are mineral deficient. The topsoil is mineral deficient. We need mineral supplementation. We're going to talk about the New West diet, which is a simple natural diet. You already know what it is. And some kind of exercise. You know, walk around the block, walk around the refrigerator, do something. Okay, I'm not doing this. A lot of people who talk about diet and nutrition, they talk about it from their own personal opinion that they got by reading an article on the Kardashians or Wikipedia. And they have no credentials in it, they never really studied in it. But they're very condescending, and in fact, I went to a Thanksgiving party. It was all medical doctors. My friends, I got a lot of medical doctors' friends, and this one guy came in there, and he was criticizing the poor woman who had worked enslaved to make all this beautiful Thanksgiving dinner, and she went upstairs and came down with a Mossberg. That's a 12-gauge shotgun. So that was a very instructive. So you do not criticize other people with your opinion of what a bad diet they have. Okay? It's an emotional decision. People are emotionally invested in their dietary choices and their lifestyle. So if people ask you for advice, well, that's one thing. But especially if you're a guest in somebody's house, that's really bad manners. But my opinion is it's bad manners offering unsolicited advice about diet and nutrition.